Hi everyone, this is Eunice Domestic. In this video, I'm going to talk about signs that you're a starseed. One of those signs is that you had a very traumatic childhood. Possibly one of your parents had a lot of addictions, or one of them had some sort of mental disorder. So you had a very chaotic childhood. And at times you were probably y- your parents, and so yeah, you had to grow up really fast because of it. Another of the sign is that you were born very enhanced. Your clairs, your third eye was very open, and you could perceive things, see things, know things, and so you were um, very attuned with the universe, and so that's another of the signs. Another of the signs is that you consider yourself to be an empath because you you always had issues. You always felt everything 10 times more than other people. So you were probably sensitive to a lot of energy, and you probably can be for too long in a crowd because you you get drained easily, and so you absorb people's energy if you're an empath. So that's another sign. Another of the signs is also that throughout your life you always felt different, and you always felt like you couldn't relate to your family and to your friends. For some reason you felt like either you felt things deeper than them, or you just had all these different ideas all the time. So you probably were either the black sheep of your family and or the person that will always do things completely different than than what's expected, than what the world and your family expected from you. You always did things completely different. Another of the signs is also that throughout your life, you experience something that's called a sleep paralysis. So, sleep paralysis is, if you experience this, it was very frightening because you could be sleeping at night, or it could be anytime, and you will be laying down on your bed, and you just felt something like an entity to come on top of you, and you had awareness of this, but you could not move, and you felt this. It could be sometimes it will be like a black shadow or something that you will feel also on your chest, like that entity will be there, and you could not move, and it will be like a very scary time, and you will either call to your angels or God, and at that time, because this episode would happen, it will be very, very scary. So throughout your life you experience this sleep paralysis. That's another of the thing, the signs. Another of the signs is that you always felt drawn to the space and to all these shows that had to do with stars, with the stars, like Star Trek or all those kind of shows like that. You were always drawn to these shows that talk about, the space. And another sign is that you could possibly um, have memories or dreams that you were in another planet. So you could possibly have like the experiences or memories that you were on a spaceship or something like that. So that could possibly be one of the signs as well. Another of the signs is that you are very drawn to spiritual development, and this is something that you're very drawn to do inner work, and deep down you know that you have a big purpose here. So that's a sign that you have a strong feeling of responsibility that you just know that you came here to help the world, to help humanity, to help with Mother Gaia, and so you you know that you came here to be of service. So that's another of the signs. And another sign also is that you you like to look at the stars and you feel like you don't belong in if you don't belong in this planet, because of that. But we know that some souls originate in another planet. So all of these ideas, you feel completely drawn to these ideas. And also you feel drawn to ancient civilizations, and all of these really calls you. And you probably feel called to most star seeds are called to visit sacred places in the world, like Machu Picchu or Stonehenge, and all of these sacred places you are drawn to visit. And a lot of times it's because you have to visit these places to receive light codes are that are found in these places. Like Mount Shasta is one of those sacred places. Is the root chakra of the planet. So you probably are drawn to these places. So that's another sign. And another sign is that throughout your life you experience a lot of spiritual warfare, or like people that will try to always send you bad energy, and you probably didn't do anything to them, and it was just your presence and your light that will bother them. So throughout your life you experience a lot of this, and so people trying to send you bad vibes, and you haven't done anything to them. So it was you came here to trigger a lot of people. So you just your presence and your frequency, your energy, some people, you just trigger them and they don't know why, but they just can be in your presence and dislike you just because of who you are. So you probably went through that a lot, and a lot of times you didn't know why, but now you know that it was because you carry a certain frequency, that if some people are more in the dense frequencies of envy or negativity, so of course if you carry a more much higher frequency, you're gonna trigger them because of that. So you probably went through a lot of that with your, groups or people that you met. So that could be another thing. And yeah, so these are some of the signs, and these are based on my own experience as well. So if you can relate to this, I want to know. Put in the comments, and also give me more of the more signs that you experience as well. So thank you so much for being here. Again, reminding you to start living from your heart. And if you need any coaching, spiritual coaching or energy work, I offer Reiki. Just send me a message. Thank you again. Ciao.